Hello, everyone, and again a very important journey of Dr. Ganesh. He is with us today, who has an amazing jump of 88K to just 2989. So, welcome, Dr. Ganesh.
Thank you, ma'am, so much. How are you, ma'am?
Yeah, I am good, and I am very happy for you, feeling very proud.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
So, Ganesh, tell us something about you. How did you started your journey?
So I'm from a private college from Karnataka, Rajarajeshwari Medical College, and I
Okay.
joined Bhatia in third year foundation batch back then 2020. But
Okay, so he's our COVID time student way back.
yes, ma'am, COVID batch.
Yeah. So, how did you continue your classes then?
Ma'am, so by end of 2 weeks, the classes got shifted to online, ma'am. So I started watching all the online classes, but I was not so serious back then. So by the end of fourth year, I was only able to finish only around 8 subjects, and I just focused on my university exams. And in internship, I was not so serious about NEET PG, and I just wanted to enjoy my internship, so I didn't study much. And post internship, I again continued with Bhatia.
Okay. So, when you were doing the classes, how were the classes? How did you understand the concepts?
It was amazing, ma'am. Like by end of second year, we didn't know actually how we have to study. But after joining Bhatia classes, we got to know like this is how the technique where like where we have to focus the this thing our main attention and all.
Hmm.
And actually, I had failed my anatomy theory exams in the first year.
Mm-hmm.
And by the end of my NEET PG preparation, anatomy was one of my strongest subjects, ma'am. All thanks to Bhatia. So from the third year when I joined Bhatia, I came to know the technique of studying MBBS, ma'am.
Okay. So, which classes did you found to be the best ones?
Ma'am, all the subjects, but I have to mention few subjects which I was very tough, and those would be anatomy for sure. Ashwini sir is the best.
Yes.
Then pathology, Praveen sir. Nazir
Mm-hmm.
sir for microbiology, and obviously ophthalmology, no one better than you, ma'am. I was able to solve all the questions in NEET PG because of you.
Thank
And
you.
Rajiv sir for PSM,
Mm.
then Tamim sir, Jai sir, Ramya Shri ma'am, everyone, ma'am.
All right. So, Ganesh, how much important you feel is joining the course early, the art of notes making? How much importance they will play in your final preparation?
Ma'am, I think compared to my batchmates, I had this positive this thing that I started early, ma'am, because I
Hmm.
came to know like the art of making notes and where I'm supposed to concentrate more. So the advantage when they join the foundation batch is that they'll get a proper guidance of what to study and what not to study. And I think it's very important because the syllabus is very vast. Even if we
Yeah.
start just studying medicine in 1 year, we can't finish, ma'am. And
Hmm.
Tamim sir, like class, we can just finish in 1 week. That's absolutely amazing. So I think this is where the advantage of starting early comes in. We'll get the proper guidance from all the lecturers.
Right. So, did you attended the Vibe and Grand Test also?
Ma'am, I attended all the courses from Bhatia, ma'am. Vibe, TND, GTs, Q Bank, everything, ma'am.
So how much frequent you were in giving the test? How much frequency was there?
Ma'am, so I seriously started back from May 23, ma'am. And the frequency back then was 2 weeks. I used to give one GT.
Okay.
But from the month of November till February, I couldn't study because of various reasons. So I
Hmm.
stopped giving the GTs, ma'am. Then
Okay.
after from March, I started seriously studying, and I found out that giving GTs are way more important than just studying theory, ma'am. So just from March, I started giving GTs almost every week, and when the exam was near, I used to give GTs every 3 or 4 days, ma'am.
So how did you found that grand tests are important? Why did you found them important?
Ma'am, first reason is it stimulates the exam environment.
Hmm.
and that the advantage we'll get to know when we are giving the actual final exam, because the anxiety level reduces very much, ma'am. Because
Yes.
already given so many GTs, it just
Hmm.
feels like giving another GT, ma'am. So one
And
thing
the
is there.
question, yes, yes.
And the another point is we'll get to know the weak topics of our preparation mainly. So when
Hmm.
we are reviewing the GTs, we'll get to know what topics we are lacking in. We can properly focus on them.
Okay. And the questions that were there in grand test, were they similar to the questions that came in the final exam?
Yes, ma'am. Surely, because before NEET, we were complaining to Rajat sir that why the questions are so hard and all. And Rajat sir told us only one thing: "Bache, you don't know what paper you'll get in the final exam." And just we continue, we listened to Rajat sir, and that's continued, ma'am. Later, when we
Yes.
gave NEET exam, we realized what Rajat sir meant. It was same, absolutely same, ma'am.
Yeah. So actually, when we keep on studying and we do not do the question practice, we have a lot of issues with the time management.
Yes, ma'am, that's there, ma'am. And another thing is when you're continuously studying theory, it gets monotonous and we get completely saturated and we'll stop studying, ma'am. So for me, another advantage of GT was it was a break for me from studying theory, ma'am. So
Yes.
whenever I used to get bored from studying theory, I used to give a GT or just solve your question bank.
Yes. So it helps in maintaining the consistency too. Otherwise, we
Yes.
sometimes get saturated from the
Yeah, ma'am.
theory.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yeah.
And what would you say about images and vibe? Like NEET PG 2024 was the paper of images. We had so many
Yes, ma'am.
images this time.
Surely, ma'am. I think around 60 to 70% of the questions were all the
From
images, and from why we learned how to analyze a major picture, ma'am. Because in our regular notes, there are no images because we have written them, and
Hmm.
white plays a very positive role there. So we'll get to know how to analyze an image. And there was a question of amyloid deposition in bone marrow, ma'am. I had no clue because the photos were not clear in the real exam. And there was just this one word given of eosinophilic deposit, ma'am. And I was able to answer the question only because of that. And Praveen sir, while solving vibe and in the classes, he had told that eosinophilic is mainly the, amyloid deposits. So that one question just came like that. Like that, there was so many other questions, ma'am. So we'll get to know how to analyze a image and vibe and all.
Right. So, which subjects did you like most from the vibe?
Ma'am, every subject, but to name few, I'll tell anatomy, biochem, microbio, off-pal, PSM, medicine, and surgery, ma'am.
Right. And did you watch the one-shot videos, Ganesh, after the postponement, especially?
Ma'am, I would say not all subjects because I didn't have much time, ma'am. Because after postponement, I was not in that space to study much. So I watched maybe for 10 subjects, ma'am, one shot. But I was not able to finish all the videos. But it was really helpful, ma'am. Like it was just a rapid revision of everything.
All right. So, uh, what would be the most important thing that would be playing a role that you jumped from 88K to this amazing rank? What would be the major contributor of your success?
Ma'am, I think first one would be my 20th notebook, ma'am. I think
Okay.
many of the people, they don't do the 20th book, and considering all the volatile factual, I think 20th book is very, very important. I used to revise it before giving every GT's mark. So I
Hmm.
think it was one of the points. Second was I used to review my GTs properly, ma'am. So I used to get to know like what are my weak subjects and what are my weak topics and where I used to go wrong while solving a question.
Hmm.
And I would say attending a proper classes, ma'am, and also T&D, ma'am. T&D is one section where we'll get to know how to solve a question because professor explains how to rule out this thing, ma'am. And in this NEET PG exam, we had to majorly solve all the questions by ruling out this thing options, and
Hmm.
a very few questions were there as direct questions, ma'am. So majority of the questions we had to solve by ruling out the options. So I think T&D played a very major role there.
How were the questions in TNT, Ganesh? How did you found them?
Absolutely amazing, ma'am. Because like every each and option used to explain each separate topic, ma'am. Like just in Oftal used to tell, ma'am, like each four options there are four different topics. So just don't solve the main answer. And while solving a question, everyone should keep mind that there are not 200 correct answers, but there are 600 wrong answers, ma'am. So I one thing I learned from Tamim sir is this thing, have to rule out 600 wrong answers more than taking 200 right answers. So we have to keep
Right.
that point in mind now while solving tests.
So you have just repeated the lines that I always say in my
Yes, ma'am.
test and discussion.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So amazing. I think every student should take note of this, doing the grand test at the right time, reviewing the grand test, and I always scream about the 20th notebook.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I think these are the amazing piece of advice that every student should listen to with a amazing success story. Ganesh, I am really very, very proud of you, who
Thank you
has
so much, ma'am.
really showed amazing improvement. And we are all very, very happy and proud of you. So heartiest congratulations from whole of the team DBMCI, and may the best come to you for your future endeavors too.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you.